Most 3-5 players make the same mistakes every single game, and these 3 drills fix 80% of that fast. So drill number 1 is the dink ladder drill, and you start by making 3 zones in the kitchen. All you need is some cones or maybe some shoes or shirts or tape, whatever you have, doesn't really matter. And essentially, this is what it's gonna look like. And then depending on if you're going straight ahead or if you're going cross court, that would determine where you put the cones out on the other side. For this one, we're gonna go cross court, so I'm gonna set it up over here. And you set it up just like that. There's a lot of different ways you can turn this drill into a game, and 2 of my favorites are Follow the Leader and probably Battleship. We'll go over Follow the Leader first. So basically on the first hit, it's cooperative, and whoever's starting it just starts the rally. Then the second person who hits, they're gonna set the tone. So if they go zone 1, then the third hit would have to go to zone number 1. And then they're gonna keep selecting positions, and the person on the other side has to match. Then once somebody hits in the net or the ball goes out of bounds, the next person will then get to determine which spots are gonna be hit next. Battleship is a little bit different, and you can even use more cones for it. But basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to hit your opponent's cones and sink their ships. Once they run out of cones, then you win. That game is really fun because you're actually practicing trying to hit a target more so than a zone, and it's a lot more fun whenever you win. Now for the second drill, you can use the same exact cones as before and set them up the same exact way. This drill is simply to work on your drop. I'm gonna hit these straight to the middle because I like to hit my drops to the middle, but you can also set them up cross court if you're over there, or straight ahead, however you want to do it. And for this one, I also like to use another cone. So I like to also mark the kitchen line just so I can see it better whenever I'm over there. So you can start by yourself just by dropping the ball, bouncing it, and then hitting your drop. And what you're trying to do is hit it in the kitchen here. These zones are simply guides so that you can see while you're over there exactly where this ball is landing. From there, you're gonna progress to have your partner. They're gonna be standing on this side of the court, and they can just simply throw you the balls in one after another. And then once you get that down from there, they can actually grab a paddle and start playing a little bit of offense, and you can work on real live drops, getting them in this kitchen. You can gamify this by adding points to the different zones. Anything out of the kitchen here is okay. It's not like the end of the world, but your goal, like I said, is trying to get it into the kitchen. And finally, drill number 3 is gonna be using a wall. So as you can see here, we've already got a line here, but if you don't, you wanna put that line about 36 inches off the ground because that's where the net height is on the 2 sides. This drill is to work on your resets and absorbing the hit. A lot of times you'll see 3-5 players, whenever they're hitting resets, they're popping the ball up constantly over and over again, and they're just staying in danger and never getting out of danger. So what you're gonna do is stand uncomfortably close to this wall, feed the ball into the wall. Your entire goal, absorb all of that power, and whenever that ball comes back off your paddle the second time, it needs to land below this line. It's about learning to stay in there and absorb the power. And another thing this drill works on is hand-eye coordination, because you have to read that ball off the wall to actually hit it center paddle. So you want to make sure that while you're doing this, you're also working on making contact in the sweet spot of your paddle and not hitting off the sides or off the edges. Once you put all 3 of these together, then your game is going to get so much better, so much quicker, because you're constantly practicing and putting the important skills under stress. If you found this video helpful, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because this is a channel where intermediate pickleball players come to learn the game. And if you love pickleball and want to save some money, check out the links in the description, and we will see you guys next Friday. Thank you so much for watching.